to another video. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be a getting ready with me. I recently purchased some new makeup products that I wanted to try. Although I am a drugstore girly, I love drugstore makeup. This year I really wanted to be intentional and getting more into higher end makeup. So for today's look, most of the products that I use today are higher end with the exception of a few. But overall, most of the products are higher end and I think it turned out pretty nicely. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. So for my brows, I like to apply brow gel to kind of spruce them up a little bit because I do kind of like the frayed brow look a little bit. And brush it up a little bit before I go in and conceal to shape it. As you can see, brows completely filled in. Too Faced, Born This Way, and I'm going to conceal my brows. Take me the longest to do, so that's why I like to start with them. I always feel like once my brows are done, everything else is a lot easier, so I just like to get it out of the way first. I'm going in with the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation. A little goes a long way. One of the things I'm learning about high-end makeup is that these more expensive makeup products are formulated to actually help your skin, which is one of the things that attracted me to, get into it more. And obviously the older you get, the more conscious you become of your skincare and what you're putting on your skin. At least I would hope. Things that in the long run, they're actually gonna help my skin. But that doesn't mean that drugstore makeup can't have any of these ingredients or objectives. They surely can. But we're gonna add some definition back into the face by concealing. For concealer, I'm gonna be using the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. This is my first time using the concealer, and I've heard so much about it through TikTok and everything. So I'm excited to use the concealer, mainly because I use the powder, the setting powder, and it kind of makes sense that they go together. So just, the usual areas. So the corners, the outer corner, and then the first impression of this concealer without even blending it out, I don't know if it's the applicator, but it's extremely smooth, like almost velvety. And I don't know if it's the formula of the concealer or if it's the applicator that's just rubbing on my skin, but it's so smooth, oh my gosh. But comment down below if you've used this concealer and how are you liking it so far, or if you're not liking it. Instead of going right in and blending, I do like to let it sit a little bit. That way it gets a little tacky. The secret to having flawless coverage for underneath your eyes. I do have dry skin, so I do have to be extra mindful, and I have to apply extra moisturizer, including eye cream and eye balms. So if you are someone with dry skin, or if you have dry under eyes and you want a more flawless under eye look, eye cream and moisturizer is going to be your best friend. You have to apply your eye cream. It's very important, and if you don't, you'll crease. So I have dry skin, so I have to be mindful of that, and so that's why I'm very intentional about being heavy on the moisturizer. Plus, I do like a healthy glow underneath the makeup. I'm actually gonna go in with eyeshadow. Now, I don't use eyeshadow, but I do use my bronzer as my eyeshadow on days where I just want a little color on my eyelid. So I'm gonna go in with my Juvia bronzer palette. I'm not a big fan of eyeshadow, so I just stick to what I know. Hourglass setting powder. I'm gonna use one of these. Before you put your powder on, make sure you tap the excess on the back of your hand, and then you go in with your little sponge. So I'm not really gonna bake, I'm just gonna set it there for a little bit. My Juvia's Place palette, and go in to bronze my face. Alright, so now I'm just going to wipe off the excess powder and just get my chin. And now I'm gonna go in with my blush. NARS Blush. I've used this before, a long time ago. I absolutely love the color. It's Dolce Vita. It's like one of my favorite colors. And wipe away the excess powder that I left here. Just kind of swipe it. I don't really contour my nose. What I do is that I put some of the bronzer, just a little bit, not much, because we're gonna blend the nose out now. I'm just gonna put some of the Juvia's Place bronzer into my eyelid. So for my eyes, I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. It's just a regular eyeliner pencil from your nearest beauty supply store. For my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with my YSL mascara. Gloss. This is one of my favorite glosses, by the way. Let's put bottom mascara. You just have to do with what you just have to do and work with what works with your. You just have to do what works for your face. For me, when I don't wear false lashes, bottom mascara. But when I wear falsies, no bottom mascara. Just not needed. Perfect. I'm just gonna make sure I really set the corner of my eyes. To set everything, I'm gonna go in with the One Size Setting Spray. This needs no introduction whatsoever. Alright, so that is it for the makeup. Just going to fluff my hair out a little bit. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I loved how the makeup turned out. I'm excited to kind of experiment and play with to see what are my favorite products or things I don't like. Very excited to find that out. But for the most part, I love how everything turned out. One thing I will note for the Hourglass Concealer, a little does go a long way. So I do feel like I applied a little too much, which is fine. It was my first time using it, but the coverage is insane. And of course, the One Size Setting Spray. The One Size Setting Spray is chef's kiss. Like, it's the top dog right now in the industry. So that really melts everything together, and it's just flawless. So with that being said, I will list all the products down below. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's any other looks you guys like to see. I know you guys have been really enjoying my beauty content lately, so thank you for that. In no way, shape, or form am I a makeup artist. I literally just do what suits my face, and that has come through trial and error, trying to figure out everything. But makeup is meant to be played with. You're meant to experiment with it to find out what suits you. So thank you so much for watching. All the products will be listed down below. As always, with love. See you guys next time. Bye.